So today was the third and final day of a student assembly hosted by MIT Center for Constructive Communication, trying to answer the question of how might we collectively shape a more sustainable future. We started the day with complimentary breakfast and a brief overview of the day's agenda before we split into what they called an info fair, where various experts on climate and sustainability were spread across different rooms in the lab that we could go in and ask specific questions about our recommendations and policy. And I personally took the opportunity to interview some of my fellow delegates on how has being recorded changed the way that you've interacted within this assembly.
On a subconscious level, there definitely is an element of I want to be very intentional with what I say.
Being more mindful of what I'm saying, making sure my words are very intentional instead of just yapping for the sake of yap.
When we got back, we were able to see some of the cool projects the researchers in the lab were doing with the data they collected from our conversations.
Each card is actually generated from a quote, and she fed that quote to AI and asked it to create imagery from it, and that made each card.
That shows me where in the transcript, hey, so Ruben, good job. You were responding to the person before, and they were responding, hey, go Ruben. So
what factors made you more comfortable with signing up to be recorded?
Knowing that it's a official MIT program made me pretty comfortable with it because I trust the people who are doing the collecting.
I feel because I know who's using the data and they're not selling it.
After that, voting one final time on which recommendations should be pushed through to MIT's Office of Sustainability. And overall, walking in, I didn't know any of the other delegates and I felt somewhat out of place being there, but by the time I left, I feel as though I made a good portion of solid friends. The moral of the story is to go on more random side quests like that because you never know which one of those could be a life-changing experience.